And Victoria, who plays Maud, Alex Hassell, who plays Rupert, and Bella, who plays Taggy, join us now. Good morning. We are in. From the moment it started on Concorde, joining the Mile High Club, as the plane went supersonic, to the squirt of soap and Robert Palmer singing Addicted to Love.
Hold on, what are you doing here? This is like a fantasy you're living out.
On a loop. That's how we survive our days.
I am in.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
The response to this has just been amazing.
I think the desire for joy, a little bit of naughty, and just to be able to sit down and laugh, fall in love with characters, love to hate them, and to be part of a world that not everybody gets to see.
No.
Yeah.
You know, we lived it quite immersively because the set deck was so extraordinary and everything was so bang on. We lived it.
Yeah, it was
didn't we?
amazing.
You didn't have to work hard to imagine it.
No, bang on in more than one sense as well, Alex. Your character, I literally might be the greatest character I've ever...
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in the 80s, we grew up in the 80s, and the Jilly Cooper novels were in our house.
Yes.
Yes.
If only I'd known what was the content of those, I actually would have read a book.
Yeah.
What was your experience of Riders?
Rivals.
Rivals, sorry, not Riders,
that's
Rivals.
all right. Well, I didn't know anything about it, really, except that the book was next to The Joy of Sex in my mum and dad's study, which I think says everything, doesn't
That's
it?
amazing.
And I couldn't climb that high, I guess. But, I would have known who Rupert Campbell-Black was before now.
He's an extraordinary character,
Yeah.
though,
He
isn't
is, yeah. It's quite an entrance, isn't it, in more ways than one.
Yeah.
But the sort of swagger down the aisle was a bit of a dream. It was quite intimidating getting to come to work and have to feel that I had to exude something.
Yeah.
And it was very helpful that everyone was told to look at me like I was the sexiest man in the world.
Yeah, but it must have been amazing because when he's written in the novels, he's the most handsome man in England, but he's blonde.
Yes.
Which, of course, you are
not.
the blonde.
No.
But Jilly Cooper was like, yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, I don't really know what they saw in me, but yes, I'm very flattered.
Well,
and,
Rupert Campbell-Black is a state of being. It's not a hair colour.
That's a good point.
That's
That's a very good point.
Rupert Campbell-Black is a state of being.
And you are it.
There will be merch. There will be fans of the merch. So Rupert Campbell-Black at the heart of this as well. So explain a little bit about how your character Maud fits in, and then of course she's the mother of Bella's character.
Yes. So Taggy, who Bella plays, is my daughter, my eldest daughter, and she is my rival. And you never see that in TV. I mean, rarely do you see a mother-daughter relationship where the mother is so openly hostile to her younger, more gorgeous, more talented, more kinder, most delicious child. And she's like, meh. And you don't get to see that. But, you know, it exists out there. Oh, playing, it's fun. But at the end, I'd be such a cow to you sometimes. And at the end, when they said, OK, we've got that, I'm like, come here, baby, come here.
Yeah.
So it was funny playing that evil.
And what about for you then, Bella, just in terms of knowing Rivals and knowing the books, because you're younger than all of us, so your experience of it would have been different?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was different only because I hadn't read the books and I knew about Jilly, but my mum was very, very quick to make sure I knew everything about everything to do with Jilly Cooper. So I was very quick to read the book and get immersed.
Did you feel extra pressure from the mum side of things? Was she like, OK, this is going...
I'm going to deny it. Yes.
OK.
I like. She cared more about this than any other job. So there was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Helicopter mum.
There's some amazing moments throughout this, though, Victoria, and particularly for your character, Alex, as well. Like, when we first meet him, obviously it's the moment on the Concorde, and then the next time we see him, essentially, he's playing naked tennis.
Yes.
I mean, you weren't wearing a lot.
No, I wasn't, no. I don't know what to say about that, really, other than they paid me for it.
Yeah, it's like on-set, kit off.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
Saving on costume budget.
Costume budget was
Yeah.
but they made up for that with the fake tanning budget, which...
Fake tanning budget, yes. They tanned me, they dyed my hair, they even curled my eyelashes. No expense was spared to make me look...
Well,
we didn't get that much.
No wonder you were cartwheeling naked across the tennis courts. That wasn't essentially in the script, was it?
It wasn't in the script, no.
That was a bit of improv.
It was a touch of improv.
It's so good.
We did that.
It's so
we did the naked tennis scene, and everyone's quite nervous because there's all these rules about who can look at the monitor and like what you can show of your body and all that stuff. And I thought as a way of maybe breaking the ice at the end of a take, I would do a cartwheel, a naked cartwheel. And as I was halfway over, I was like, I think I might be cancelled. I've broken loads of HR rules.
Fired midair.
And then you walk onto the tennis court and discover that. So did you see the cartwheel as well as you?
I did see the cartwheel.
Maybe...
Is it in my head?
haunted you since?
Oh, okay. It's like it lives rent-free in my mind.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Are you going to cut to the footage? Is that what...
We've been meaning to say it's on the editor's cut.
But if you want a cartwheel now...
Yeah.
The DVD extras. Do they do DVDs anymore? The DVD extras would definitely have it in.
Just a screenshot.
And there was a moment, we were talking about this morning, there was a moment that your character nicks Taggy's dress for a party. That sort of, that rivalry that is rife throughout all of this, I think is what makes it so engaging to watch.
Yeah, it's the old mutton as lamb thing, isn't it? And I just love the idea that as far as Maud is concerned, everything is hers, and why are you being so ridiculous? And just get back in the kitchen and stop treading on my toes. I mean, she's a pretty brutal mum.
She really is.
She's not the ideal wife either, to be fair.
Yeah.
No, she seems to be quite keen on more or less every other man in her life.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, and this is a lesson to all the men. If you ignore your wife, guess what? She's going to get her attention somewhere else.
Wow.
I mean, not all of them, maybe just Maud. Because she thrives on applause, and she's just deeply insecure, and that's how she fixes it. But as you go through the arc, she starts to make decisions that are slightly better than the ones she's currently making.
Well, it's interesting because Dermot's wife, Dee, directed some of the episodes, and I sort of spoke to her before anybody had seen anything, and she was like, first of all, she was like, I don't know if it's going to work, I don't know. Yeah. And then she started to see it, and she's like, oh, it's good. It's really good.
First scene I did with her, I had to be completely naked except for plasters in particular areas with Charlie D'Amelio, and she was like, hi, I'm Dee, I'm your director. I'm like, hi, I'm naked. Good to see you.
Well, actually,
I'm naked.
Our first scene together was when I had to lick your face in a Bluebell Wood. Do you remember that? Taggy has like a dream sequence. And like, you know, we're never physically together because that's the whole kind of arc of the show.
Yeah.
But we had to lie down and I had to lick your face like a dog.
Lick my face. Senselessly, yeah.
It sounds almost romantic, though, a lick of the face in a Bluebell Wood.
Yeah.
Throw in a cartwheel.
Is that a good way?
Cartwheeling that whole
Is that a good way to meet a co-star? Is that sort of standard these days? Just a little face lick and then away you go?
Well, apparently now. It's in my contract, yeah.
Oh.
See, this is what the 80s were like. So you missed this.
You
You're
could
too young.
whoever you wanted.
I love the idea as well, though, Alex, that you would put on, before you went out, you had a playlist.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you would listen to the music, all the amazing 80s music.
Yeah, I put it in the makeup trailer a lot. I mean, I actually never asked if that was right. It might have annoyed everyone else. But, put a sort of sexy 80s soundtrack on, helped me get into the mood.
Brilliant.
It exudes...
And it's also very early in the morning, too. You're trying to be sexy at, like, 5:30 in the morning, so it's helpful.
Yeah.
Never sexier.
It's just brilliant,
We love
isn't it? We really, really enjoy it.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
See you all.
Rivals is available to stream now on Disney+.
And apparently there's a scene, I haven't seen it yet, of you on a camel.
There is. Everyone should work with a camel. Everyone.
If
There
you've
you
done
go.
anything
That's
today.
a great way to end the
The
interview.
parting shot. Thank you, guys.
for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.